For the record.
Get this one thing clear.
Hi, and welcome back to Cooking with, say Josh,
Josh.
and Babe. Today, I'm home with the kids. And there's nothing more that we love more than Starbucks Sous Vide Egg Whites. They're pretty pricey, as we know. These little kids like to ask for them all the time. So in my latest FabFitFun box, I received a Sous Vide, which I'm super excited for. They're all the rage right now, and I'm guessing that Starbucks has something to do with it. So I've decided that instead of spending that $5 every day, we're gonna learn how to make them at home. So I looked it up, I got some Copycat recipes, and I am gonna show you the way to make the Sous Vide Starbucks Egg Bites. We're gonna do the bacon and Gruyere, and we're gonna do the egg white egg bites. So you can get either the healthy version, or you can get the really tasty version. So stick with me, wish me luck. Josh is at work, I'm doing this on my own, with the help of my daughter Olivia. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Here's the ingredients for everything that we need, all 4 different kinds. I have 4 mason jars, and from what I've seen, you're supposed to use the short jelly mason jars, but I couldn't find them anywhere, so let's hope this works, because it's my first time trying it. We have sriracha sauce. I'm using prosciutto instead of bacon because it sounds really good. We have spinach, we have little mini peppers, we have mozzarella cheese, cottage cheese, a little salt and pepper. We have a cheese grater because I'm gonna make Olivia grate the cheese. And then I have eggs. Our sous vide is right over here. Look at this little beauty. I am so excited to use it. And then of course we have our olive oil, and we have the ever amazing, wonderful 3-year anniversary gift from Josh, my Vitamix. Okay, so here we go. What we're gonna start with is putting everything on our blender. We're gonna do the bacon and Gruyere ones first. So I'm gonna call them prosciutto and mozzarella. But you know, whatever, it's similar. As I'm standing here, I'm realizing that I was saying bacon and Gruyere. Really, it's a ham and cheese, but I'm doing my version of a bacon and Gruyere. I'm doing the prosciutto and cheddar. So it's really just a meat and cheese one. Maybe I used too much bleach the other day. Okay, Liv, so you want to crack the first 4 eggs?
Sure.
Let's see it. Here you
Crack
are,
the
my
whole
dear.
thing? Like,
Yeah.
Put it all in.
You're gonna crack the whole egg, put the whole egg in, everything but the shell.
Okay.
Okay? Meanwhile, while you're doing that, I am going to grate this cheese. We're gonna do 4 tablespoons of cottage cheese. I have the organic cottage cheese here, full fat, small curd. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, next up is gonna be a 1/4 cup of our mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella cheese, yummy.
And you know, I feel like you can definitely change it up if you need to, use whatever you have. I know that different cheeses will cook differently, but I think it's okay to just kind of go with what you like. If you like a little more cheese, add a little extra cheese.
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
I like sharp cheddar, so we're gonna use sharp cheddar in ours. And we're using a ham, so I think a ham and cheddar is gonna be really good. All right, we're gonna put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. We're gonna blend it to a smooth consistency.
A few moments later.
Looks good. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have Olivia lay down the prosciutto. We're gonna put it at the bottom of the jar.
Okay.
Okay, Liv?
Okay.
So you just wanna do a little bit down here at the bottom like this. And you're just kind of gonna lay it in there so it just covers the bottom.
Okay, I think I've got that.
Now I think the point of having the smaller jars is that it's a lot easier to work with, and they're wide mouth so it'll come out easier, but you know, I'm doing what I could.
I'll start with small pieces and then add on.
There you go. You guys, what is that? What does Penny watch? It's
Satisfying.
satisfying stuff. It's feel very satisfying?
No.
Satisfying,
It feels-
slimy. And so I used to make these for Josh in the oven. I just make regular egg bites in the oven. And those are really good. But just the consistency with the sous vide, I think, is gonna be
So much
really
better.
good. All right, so what we have to do is spray each jar so that the egg doesn't stick. So you wanna put a fair amount in there, all on the sides. Sorry, Liv. Around the outside. And that's gonna keep it from sticking too much. That's always been my issue when I do other ones, is it sticks a lot. Unless you put mass amounts of butter in there. And these are supposed to be kind of lower calorie. So, there we go. We have a fair amount in there. We're gonna fill it up to whatever size we would like our bites.
So
I
about
think
right there?
That looks about good. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna take the jar, we're gonna put the lid on. I put a little bit of the oil around the lid so it comes off easily. We have our mixes right here. And we're gonna go over and set up the sous vide. Are you ready, Liv?
I am super ready.
I'm super ready
do
too.
it.
Okay, so next up, Olivia is going to cut all of the bell peppers for our egg white egg bites. So she's gonna cut them up into about 1/4-inch little squares,
So
and we're doing 2 small bells. Okay, so let's talk about the sous vide. So it's really simple to do. It has a clip on the back here that you just clip to the pot. You need to have it filled up at least a little bit above the minimum, obviously not to the maximum. I have it just right above it because I'm only cooking something very low. This one is really easy. I set it, you use this spin dial to get the temperature and the time, and then you hit the power button and it goes. You can see the water starting to get hot. It's making like a little whirlpool, almost like a vortex. So far this has been pretty darn easy. The hardest part was figuring out how to set it, honestly, and that was without reading directions. Okay, Liv, so you have your bell peppers cut,
right here,
and what's next?
some spinach.
Okay, so how are we gonna cut those little spinach pieces?
Pile them up and then cut them.
Sounds good.
All right. Just like this. Will this do, Mom?
Sure, look at those knife skills. I'm not really sure why, but my jars don't want to stay down in the water. And that could be because I have more air in my jar than I do food. So I went ahead and I used some coffee cups to hold them down in there. And let's hope that it works. Okay, you guys, so I figured out what I was doing wrong. I had it set for 34 hours, but I only wanted it, or 35 hours, I only wanted 35 minutes. So I finally figured it out because I was like, why does it say the time is going down, but it's only going down by minutes? So I figured it out. I think we're on a roll, even though I still don't have my jar situation figured out. I mean, my goodness. But this is real life with the sous vide. It's my first time using it. And as long as they taste good, I guess you guys can see what you need to work on and what you have coming at you when you try it for the first time. Okay, you guys, so you've had the Starbucks Egg Bites.
Yes.
All of you have had them.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try it and see what you think in comparison.
Definitely yours. Yeah, yours is way much better.
They're good? Are they soft in texture?
Oh no.
They're not too squishy?
No.
All
I'll
right.
definitely have this in a breakfast sandwich.
Oh, you in a breakfast sandwich? Not just by itself?
I would have this by itself. It's delicious.
So I'm definitely taking another
I
bite.
just
Okay.
think you should make these.
All right.
Really yummy.
Good. So there you have it, folks. The little people told us what they think. Now I'm gonna try a bite. Let me give it a go here. I'm gonna get one with the prosciutto and lots of cheese and egg so that I can taste the texture so it feels soft.
It's very.
Now I will have to say, so it did go a little bit longer because it was in a bigger jar.
It still tastes delicious.
Wow.
See, it's pretty good.
Those are fantastic.
I definitely think you should all make these.
The flavor is good. The texture is good. Now, I had a lot of snafus throughout this whole thing. Let me just say that I unboxed it. I grabbed a recipe and I just started filming while Josh was at work. So you saw exactly what happens when you've never used an appliance or made a recipe before. This was a real video. I ran into some snags, but they don't look as pretty as Starbucks because I didn't use the right jars, but they taste as good. So I hope that you can try this, and I hope this gives you a really good idea on what the sous vide does and how to use it and some little things you may run into. Thank you so much, guys. And what do we say, kids?
Like and subscribe!
All right, thanks, guys.